literally, now she literally is an angel, but...
The world lost one of its greatest performers in 2012, when Whitney Houston was found dead in her room at the Beverly Hilton Hotel, having accidentally drowned. Only 3 years later, Houston's daughter with ex-husband Bobbi Kristina Brown, died under eerily similar circumstances in her Alpharetta, Georgia home. It took months before Brown's autopsy results were finally unsealed. What was revealed and the fallout that occurred after Brown's death might shock you. Stay tuned as we delve into disturbing details discovered in Bobbi Kristina Brown's autopsy. Early life. Bobbi Kristina Brown, born on March 4, 1993, at St. Barnabas Medical Center in Livingston, New Jersey, emerged into a world of musical lineage and fame, being the daughter of renowned singers Whitney Houston and Bobbi Brown. The tendrils of her family tree reached deep into the realms of music royalty. Her maternal grandmother was none other than the esteemed Cissy Houston of the Drinkard Singers, while her mother's cousins included the legendary singers Dee Dee Warwick and Dionne Warwick. Even in the realm of sports, her uncle, Gary Garland, left his mark as a former professional basketball player. Yet Brown's upbringing wasn't just about rubbing shoulders with musical icons. She was surrounded by a plethora of half-siblings from her father's side, each adding their own unique dynamic to her family tapestry. And with gospel singer CeCe Winans as her godmother and music executive Clive Davis as her godfather, it's evident that music coursed through her veins from the very beginning. From infancy, Brown found herself thrust into the limelight, appearing alongside her mother during interviews and even gracing the stage at the tender age of 1 during the 1994 American Music Awards. Her vocals made an appearance on her mother's tracks, notably the heartwarming My Love Is Your Love and the festive The Little Drummer Boy from Houston's Christmas album. However, behind the glitz and glamour, Brown's childhood was tinged with challenges. The media's unrelenting gaze magnified the struggles her parents faced, including their battles with substance abuse, casting a shadow over her formative years. Not immune to scrutiny herself, Brown faced relentless commentary on her weight fluctuations, adding an additional layer of complexity to her adolescent journey. Adult life. The untimely passing of Brown's mother in February 2012 marked a turning point in her life. Whitney Houston's death at age 48, tragically in a hotel bathtub, sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry. Initially ruled as an accidental drowning with heart disease and cocaine use as contributing factors, Houston's demise left Brown reeling. Described as inconsolable, Brown found herself overwhelmed by grief, leading to her admission to Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles. Amidst the mourning, Brown found herself thrust into the complexities of her mother's estate. As the sole beneficiary of Houston's will, Brown inherited not only her mother's possessions but also the weight of her legacy. With trust fund payments scheduled until her 30th birthday, Brown was poised to inherit the entirety of Houston's $115 million estate. In the aftermath of Houston's passing, Brown bravely allowed TV viewers a glimpse into her journey through the reality series The Houstons On Our Own. Centered around her uncle Gary Houston and his wife Patricia as they assumed guardianship over Brown and their own daughter while managing Houston's estate, the show offered an intimate portrayal of the family's dynamics in the wake of tragedy. Brown's appearances on the documentary program, alongside her boyfriend Nick Gordon, provided a candid window into her grieving process and adjustment to life without her mother. In the wake of Houston's passing, Brown expressed a desire to honor her mother's memory by pursuing a career in the entertainment industry. Embracing her talents, Brown made her acting debut in Tyler Perry's For Better or Worse television series, earning praise for her performance. Despite rumors suggesting her departure from the show, Perry staunchly defended Brown's dedication and talent. However, Brown's aspirations extended beyond acting. With dreams of following in her mother's footsteps, she hoped to portray Houston in Angela Bassett's biographical film, Whitney. Yet, when Bassett opted for another actress, tensions arose, with Brown publicly expressing her disappointment. Despite the controversy, Brown later extended an apology to Bassett, acknowledging the nuances of the industry and her own aspirations. In the midst of personal and professional pursuits, Brown's romantic life also made headlines. In July 2013, she announced her engagement to Nick Gordon, a close family friend who had grown up in the Houston household. Though not legally adopted, Gordon played a significant role in Brown's life, garnering her grandmother Sissy's blessing for their union. Despite the controversy surrounding their relationship and the absence of a formal marriage certificate, Brown and Gordon declared themselves husband and wife in January 2014. Brown found unconscious. In a tragic turn of events, Bobbi Kristina Brown's promising trajectory as a television personality abruptly shifted into a harrowing battle for survival. Just 3 years after the loss of her mother, Whitney Houston, Brown found herself in a hauntingly familiar scenario. Mirroring her mother's fate, she was discovered unconscious in a bathtub at her home in Roswell, Georgia, on January 31, 2015. The chilling resemblance to Houston's demise sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry and beyond. Brown's body was found face down, and it was reported that her boyfriend, Nick Gordon, administered CPR until emergency services arrived. Rushed to North Fulton Hospital, Brown was subsequently placed in a medically induced coma as medical professionals fought to stabilize her condition. Throughout her ordeal, Brown's family rallied around her, issuing a statement indicating that she was fighting for her life and surrounded by loved ones. Despite her father, Bobby Brown's unwavering hope for her recovery, Brown's condition took a downward turn over time. As her health continued to deteriorate, she was transferred to a hospice facility near Atlanta in June of that year. Tragically, on July 26, 2015, at the tender age of 22, Bobbi Kristina Brown succumbed to her injuries and passed away. The news of Brown's passing reverberated worldwide, sparking an outpouring of grief and condolences from fans, friends, and fellow celebrities. Her untimely death served as a poignant reminder of the fragility of life and the enduring impact of loss. Despite the brevity of her time on this earth, Brown's legacy lives on through her contributions to entertainment and the enduring love of those who cherished her. Autopsy. Results sealed for months. In the aftermath of Bobbi Kristina Brown's tragic passing, speculation and scrutiny surrounded the circumstances leading up to her untimely demise. Amidst the grief, Brown's estate took legal action, filing a wrongful death suit against her boyfriend, Nick Gordon. Allegations surfaced, accusing Gordon of physical abuse and administering a toxic cocktail to Brown, further fueling suspicions regarding his involvement in her death. Brown's father, Bobby Brown, echoed these sentiments, publicly expressing his belief that Gordon bore responsibility for his daughter's tragic fate. The legal proceedings surrounding Brown's death added another layer of complexity to the already tumultuous situation. The results of her autopsy, initially sealed at the request of District Attorney Paul Howard for valid public safety and investigative reasons, remained shrouded in mystery for months following her passing. It wasn't until March 2016 that the details surrounding Brown's death were finally disclosed, shedding light on the events leading up to her tragic end. According to the autopsy report, Brown had a combination of substances in her system at the time of her death, including alcohol, marijuana, morphine, and prescription medication for sedation or anxiety. Additionally, traces of a substance linked to cocaine were also detected. The autopsy findings pointed to lobar pneumonia as the cause of Brown's death, exacerbated by her intoxicated state and the fact that she was found face down in water. This position resulted in hypoxic ischemic encephalopathy, a condition where the brain suffers damage due to oxygen deprivation. The family blamed her boyfriend. Despite the release of information from the Fulton County Medical Examiner's office regarding the factors contributing to Bobbi Kristina Brown's tragic death, significant questions remained unanswered about the events leading up to her passing. The office's statement revealing that they were unable to definitively determine whether her death resulted from intentional or accidental causes left many aspects of the case shrouded in uncertainty. This classification of her death as undetermined underscored the complexity of the circumstances surrounding Brown's untimely demise, leaving her family, friends, and fans grappling with lingering questions and a sense of unresolved grief. In addition to the ambiguity surrounding the manner of her death, details from Brown's autopsy further fueled speculation and concern. The presence of scars on her body and the unsettling revelation that she was missing several teeth raised alarming questions about potential prior instances of abuse or trauma. These findings prompted renewed scrutiny of Brown's personal life and relationships, particularly her tumultuous romantic involvement with Nick Gordon. Bobbi Brown's steadfast conviction that his daughter had been subjected to abuse at the hands of her boyfriend added another layer of poignancy to the ongoing investigation into Brown's death. In her honor and as a testament to his commitment to combating domestic violence, he established the Bobbi Kristina Serenity House, a refugee dedicated to providing support and assistance to individuals experiencing domestic abuse. Side by side forever. The unveiling of Bobbi Kristina Brown's headstone marked a poignant moment for her family and fans, offering a tangible symbol of remembrance and reflection amid the hallowed grounds of Fairview Cemetery in Westfield, New Jersey. Positioned between the graves of her beloved mother, Whitney Houston, and maternal grandfather, John Russell Houston, Jr., Brown's final resting place served as a solemn testament to the enduring bond shared within her family. Crafted from dark brown stone, Brown's headstone stood out, a shade darker than her mother's nearby marker. Adorned with a simple yet meaningful white stone treble clef symbol, it served as a tribute to her musical legacy and the passion she held for the arts, inscribed with heartfelt words honoring her as a daughter, sister, granddaughter, niece, and friend. A touching detail emerged as a black and white photograph captured Brown's radiant smile, forever immortalized at the top left corner of the headstone. A small angel figurine, accompanied by a handful of coins and a delicate posy of fake flowers, adorned the foot of the monument, a testament to the enduring love and reverence bestowed upon her by those who visited. The significance of Brown's final resting place was not lost on those familiar with her tumultuous journey. Following her tragic death in July 2015, Brown was laid to rest in Fairview Cemetery, her passing shrouded in haunting parallels to her mother's own untimely demise. Mirroring the eerie circumstances of Houston's death, Brown had been found submerged in a bathtub after consuming a cocktail of illegal drugs in January of that year. For months, Brown lingered in a coma, her family grappling with the agonizing decision to remove her from life support. In June, surrounded by loved ones, she transitioned to hospice care, her earthly journey drawing to a close just a month later. The tragic symmetry of Brown's passing echoed the heartbreaking loss of her mother, whose own life had been cut short in eerily similar circumstances. As Brown's headstone took its place among the hallowed grounds of Fairview Cemetery, it served as a poignant reminder of the enduring bond shared between mother, daughter, and grandfather. Amidst the tranquil surroundings, Brown's memory lived on, forever etched in stone as a testament to her legacy of love, resilience, and the enduring power of family. Following Bobbi Kristina Brown's tragic death in 2015, Her final resting place remained unmarked for a period of time, nestled between the graves of her mother and grandfather at Fairview Cemetery. It wasn't until her former fiancé, Nick Gordon, visited the cemetery that her grave received attention. In a poignant display of grief, Gordon was captured kneeling and weeping at the site, adorning it with flowers and framed photographs of Brown and her mother, Whitney Houston, in August of that year. Later, he placed a plant pot to mark her final resting place. However, Gordon's presence at Brown's gravesite was met with controversy and suspicion from her family members. Banished from attending her funeral amidst allegations of potential involvement in her death, Gordon found himself embroiled in a legal battle over Brown's inheritance from her mother's estate. Concerns arose that Gordon may have influenced Brown to consume the lethal cocktail of drugs found in her system, potentially motivated by a desire to access her fortune. In a civil lawsuit launched by Brown's relatives, Gordon was found liable for her death, resulting in a court order to pay $36 million in damages to her estate. Despite these legal repercussions, Gordon never faced criminal charges in connection with Brown's passing. However, his troubles did not end there. Later, Gordon found himself behind bars on assault charges filed by his ex-girlfriend, Laura Leal. Allegations surfaced of relentless physical abuse, with Leal recounting a harrowing ordeal where she feared for her life. Drawing parallels between her own experience and the tragic fate of Bobbi Kristina Brown, Leal expressed gratitude for her escape from a similar fate. As Gordon navigated legal woes and public scrutiny, his relationship with Brown and her family remained a source of contention. Raised alongside Bobbi Kristina in the Houston household from a young age, Gordon's sibling-like bond with Brown evolved into a romantic relationship following Houston's death in 2012. Despite facing criticism and controversy, the pair defended their love, insisting that it honored Brown's mother's wishes. Amidst the tumult, Bobbi Kristina, Brown's father, Bobby Brown, has remained notably silent on Nick Gordon's arrest, perhaps reflecting the complex and tumultuous history shared between the two families. Tragically, the complex saga surrounding Bobbi Kristina Brown's life and death took another heartbreaking turn with the news of Nick Gordon's demise. His death in January 2020, attributed to a heroin overdose in a Florida hotel, served as a stark reminder of the devastating toll of addiction and the interconnectedness of lives touched by profound loss and tragedy. As the complexities of Brown's story continue to unfold, her legacy endures as a poignant reminder of the importance of compassion, resilience, and advocacy in the face of adversity. In commemorating her life and honoring her memory, may we collectively strive to foster a world where love, kindness, and empathy prevail, offering solace and support to those in need.